Hello, hello, everyone, on this Monday afternoon. I hope you're having a great day to the start of this second week, third week. I don't know. Something, we're in April, whatever that might be. I wanted to check something really quick. Apologize for being a few minutes late. Always some technical issues occur. I tell you what, it never fails. Just never fails. It's like, why? I wanted to see what the how it looked on YouTube. Let's see. Okay. Well, no, I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. If it's not working, then we'll fix it. Let me know what the quality of the picture is and if I need to fix something or other. That would be awesome. Today, I'm making an art journaling page. And I've just pulled out a few things from my stash. And I have these, let's see if I can get in them. I have these leaf stencils that I might use. I'm not really certain. Anyway, it's just a bunch of different kind of leaves and some foliage and flowers. These are really cool. I really like these. So we may use these, we may not. We shall see. I have a stamp. I have these, I think it's Dina Wakley Whimsical Birds. I don't know, I can't remember. Anyway, I have those. I have some printed tissue paper, a vintage ledger sheet. I think this one says it's from I think it's 1897. That's just amazing. Yes, 1897. Monday, May the 10th, 1897. That is crazy. So we're going to use that. I have a doily. And I have some markers and some burlap, some cheesecloth, and then just some pieces of, these are just leftover pages that I have, when I was working on a project, I just clean my brush or just whatever on my underpaper, and that's what this is. So I have some underpaper, and that's what we're going to use. So I have my journal, my art journal that I made, and I am going to get started. So I am going to add this camera. And let me see. Hold on. I don't know if that's going to help or not. It's a little. This camera is too bright and this camera is too dark. And I have yet to get it all figured out. One day I'm going to figure it out. Okay, so next weekend I am helping to lead a retreat in Newton, Kansas. And so I'm going to be teaching an art journaling class, and I thought what better way to kind of practice and get some get kind of some ideas in mind than doing an art journal with you. So that's why I pulled all these things. I am going to be using this page right here. This is a technical book, and I just think it's so cool. So, and I'm not going to do anything to it. I might later add some gesso. I'm not real certain. I was trying to look for my gesso. But what I'm going to first do is I'm going to decide which bird I want. And then I'm going to take my markers that everybody will be using. And this is just a plastic cutting board from Dollar Tree. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my markers. I don't think this one's even hasn't even been started. Hold on a moment. Let's check the others. This one has. Okay, I think these two have. So let me get this one started. Sometimes there we go. We get there. All right. So I'm just going to do some scribbles. That's a pretty color. It's not quite red, but it is pretty. Some yellow. And because at this retreat, we're just using acrylics, and I really kind of wanted to have a little bit of a watercolor feel, I am going to use these markers, add some water to them, and paint with them. And use these, this just right here, I'm going to use these as watercolor, okay? I have a spray bottle somewhere. Okay, so I'm just going to spray these just to kind of water them down a little bit. I'm just going to take a round brush, and I think I'm going to use this little guy, and I'm just going to paint. And it doesn't matter if I get out of the lines, because I'm going to cut it out anyway. Okay, we'll rinse that off. I'm going to do, I think, a yellow belly. I got mixed up with the orange, but that's okay. See if that will flow in there. And if you get too much, you can always take a paper towel and kind of dab that up. I want to blend this in just a little bit, so there's not quite such a harsh line right there. Let me do a little more yellow here. I want that to be a little more pure yellow, not the orange that it's doing, but that's okay. I'm coming up in there. And I'm going to do some orange with this. That looks pretty much the same, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm going to do an orange beak, I think. And then I can get the eye done after a while. Okay, so we're going to let this dry. I will show you that I did one by just doing this, and then I just turned my page onto it, but the wetness kind of made the black ink that I have actually just did this through the printer because I needed so many of them. So I'm going to try this. I'm going to just cut this bird out. Oops. There we go. I'm going to cut the same out. I'm not going to use it today, but I might use it another time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to dab this in there. Ooh, that's pretty. A little dab will do you. See, it kind of makes the ink run. Maybe you can stop that. It looks so pretty. It makes it so easy. All right, let me wipe this up. Okay. So I'm just going to let these dry. and we're going to get on to doing our Bible journaling page. So one of the things that I really, really like to do is I like to write down in my journal maybe something that has happened today, or maybe a feeling that I have, or something. I don't want to make it legible for anyone else to see. I just want to know. I'll know what it says. I just don't want anyone else to know. So I'm just going to take a black marker, if I can find one. Anything you want to find? I don't want that bold. Hold on a moment. Let's see here. Oh, excuse the reach. So sorry. So I'm just going to journal on here, and I've kind of read some magazines, and they call it something. I I just call it my thoughts thrown up on the page. That's really disgusting, but that's kind of in my head. That in my head is what I'm thinking about. So and as you can see, you can't really read it, and some that you can, I'm doing kind of some scrubble. Oh my gosh. This is a great way to get out your frustrations, maybe about something, or just, maybe think you're just having a really bad day, but you don't want to share that with everybody. You just want to get it out of your system. And so I do this a lot, and I'll journal all down, and I'll turn my page around, and then I'll journal the rest of it. It's a great way to take out your frustrations. Okay, I'm going to see if my little bird's dry. I don't think he is, so let me just do a little bit. Oh, pooh, I forgot he's not plugged in. Hold on, let me plug him in. Why is he not plugged in? He's plugged in. Oh, because, okay, hold on a moment. So sorry. All right, I'm back. I had this big plug on the floor, and I needed an extra plug, and so I unplugged it. I was like, I don't have a clue what that's for. Well, it was for the power strip for my heat tool. Oh, anyway. Sorry about that. All right, I think he's dry. I'm going to scoot up a little bit here to make sure I'm in the camera. I'm going to cut this little guy out. Just some easy cutting around it. I'm not going to try to get each individual little leg there. This is what a lot of people call fussy cutting. Just kind of doing, to me, it's just kind of like a really quick cut. Hope everybody's having a good start to their week. Yesterday was pretty quiet for me. Just working on getting all my projects finished and put together, which really is a crazy thing for me because I am hold on. Hello, my name is Carol Adams, and I am a procrastinator. I've admitted it. I am so bad. Just so bad. Gets me in trouble a lot. When my kids were in school, I'd get after them for waiting till the last minute to work on a project, and they were like, "Mom, we're just like you." I really couldn't argue with that, so it's like, okay, I'm sorry. Did not mean to teach you that trait or to give you that trait of mine. Okay, let me fix this little foot here. All right. So there's my little bird. May even want another one. I don't know. So I have this cheesecloth and I have this mulberry paper and this. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to tear some of this. I really want this 97. That's just amazing to me. I don't know where people find these. I got this from a crafter friend that we did a swap. And I'm like, I want to know where they find them because I want to go get some. I go to antique stores and I don't see things like this. Maybe I'm not looking in the right spot. I think that might go there. I have this tissue paper that's really cool. And this is really neat. I just attached some tissue paper to a piece of cardstock, put washi tape, ran it through my printer, and it printed. It's a great, great print as well. Let me just take some of this off here. And like I said, I don't know if I'm going to use this or not, but we'll set it down and see what we think. Let me take some of this off. Let me just add some right there. Okay, I need some color. So I have this, which might be too close to my bird. Excuse me. And that's really close. Ooh, that's pretty. And then I have this other that has all these reds and these pretty blues. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut out some circles. I'm going to cut out 3 circles. Not perfect circles. Definitely not perfect. This is a great way to use up your scraps and not just throw them away. I mean, look at that. Isn't that, just look at that. Isn't that, to go this way, yeah. Isn't that a beautiful print? You couldn't get that if, I couldn't do that if I tried. Okay, so I have 2 hearts. I think I'm going to do this one that's green right here. And the turquoise. Just a little bit of that. Yeah, I'll just do this. Something about adding some of that other green. Okay, so let me put this out of the way. Okay, so if we have here, you know what, I think I'm going to switch it. I'm going to put this here. I don't know why I like things on the right-hand side. Is anybody else kind of anal about that like me? And I like this cheesecloth. And I might just use a little bit of it. Hang on a moment. Sorry about that. Okay. I have that. I don't know if I'm going to use that either. And like I said, I may not even use these circles. Just kind of looks cool to have them. Where's the other one? Bird is going to go here. It's looking really sharp. And then I made all of these all of these quotes that I just found it on Pinterest. We don't make mistakes, just happy accidents. I like that one. And I also like this one by Audrey Hepburn. Nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible. That one's great. When words fail, music speaks. I like that too. Okay, I want to actually, I think I'm going to do some of that too. I'm just going to use this pen. It's not really the green I want, but it'll work. And I am just going to draw me a leaf. Well, a stem of leaves, rather. Okay. Quickly just kind of color them in. I'm not even going to make sure that it's complete. Excuse me. Sorry, I can't color and think all at the same time. Speak. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take that pen that I had, and let me make sure this is dry. This ink is dry. It is not a great coloring job. Good afternoon, Ruth. Okay, so I'm just going to go around it. I'm going to go down. Kind of scratchy, sketchy. I'm going to do another one here. You could get really crazy with this. Like maybe you want to do some more lines within there. Whoops, that was bad. That was bad. Okay. So I'm just going to quickly cut this out. Oh, these are big scissors. I either have scissors that are too tiny or too big. I think I'll use the smaller ones. Ooh, ooh, about to cut off a leaf. You're doing little designs. That's what you got to watch out for. Now that I'm cutting all of this out, and like I said, this is kind of a trial run for a retreat treat that I'm doing. And I am trying things out, and I just realized I have a stamp that's almost exactly like this that I made with the kids craft foam. I'm like, that would be so much easier than having to color all of this. And then you could actually do it the color that you want. So I may be making some leaf stamps this weekend. If you've never had a chance to go to the Whatever House in Newton, not Winton, it's near Wichita. Put the two of them together. It's in Newton, Kansas. It is such a cool place. The house has a marker upstairs from 1907, and it is just a huge, huge house that this woman Meg has transferred it into a retreat place. And it's just really, really a great crafting place. And then in downtown Newton, there's this wonderful quilting sewing store. It has all kinds of fabric, every color, every holiday, pretty much everything you can imagine. Oh, don't tear. Oh, I didn't cut that. That's why. Sitting here talking and I'm not focusing. Okay, so it's a little wild in the color, but I think I don't need that. I do like the bird. I think I'm gonna put him on my branch here. I have a doily somewhere. Oh, there it is. And I think I might use it. I just got these doilies at Michael's. So I'm just going to add that there. Let's just see. We're just going to start gluing some things down and seeing what happens. That's, to me, the best way. Even though it doesn't work out, you know what? I have plenty more pages that I can try. So I'm just using a glue stick. And like I said, this is that tissue that I printed out on my computer. And the reason I love using tissue is you can still see all the writing and everything that's underneath. So, I'm going to put this here. And then we're going to work on the rest. But for now, I'm just going to do a little bit of stamping. And I have this stamp set I'm not even going to bother putting it on a block because I really just want, if you can see it, I really just want these little hash marks. So I'm going to just try to ink that section. I'm sure I'll get more than that, but that's okay. Let me do one more, because I like to do things in threes. And I like it to be off of the page. That's great. That looks good. Okay. Now, another thing if you wanted to do that I just kind of thought about, which I might do, I'm going to give it a whirl. I mean, why not? Okay, I'm going to take the same marker that I used a while ago, and I'm scribbling it on my page. I had another paintbrush in my water, and I'm like, where did it go? And I'm going to try to drip this. Hold on. Down the page. He's kind of being stubborn. I'm just helping along a little. Okay, that's good. I think I'll do a little bit of, let's do a contrasting color. I'll do a little bit of this one, since this is the one that our leaf is. Let me rinse my brush so we don't mix orange and green, because that makes mud. Put some more water. It's really, really wet. Just put it right here. I'm just gonna, and it went right into the orange. Wouldn't you know it? I'm gonna put it down here. Oh, come on. Okay, that'll work. And then I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to give it a little bit of splatter. And now we're good. All right, let me dry this. And then we're just ready to put it all together. So in 40 minutes, probably by the time I get it done, 45 minutes, I have wrote down some thoughts about what I did today. And they just added extra marks on my page. I experimented. I got to spend time with you. Oh, got a big old clump of glue right there. All right, hold on a sec. All right, I don't think I'm going to use that. So I'm going to add my circles. I think I'm going to put this one here, over there, and there. Maybe I should just do them like that. I'm just going to do them like that. That way I don't have to worry about where they need to go. This just makes it easier. Put it right up there. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm completely off camera, Anna. Put that one right here. And this one down here. Okay. And then I am going to take my Stabilo pencil. This is a waterproof pencil. It's called a Stabilo. It's for paper, glass, plastic, and metal. And it's really cool. I'm just going to go around this just a little bit. And then the fun thing is you can take some water, and then it's water based. It's almost like watercolor in chalk form. And it's just going to spread that out a little bit. And it just kind of makes those circles now pop. Getting a little carried away here. All right. I like that. That looks good. Okay. Dry. It's the hardest part. I wish it would dry instantly. Now that I have that on there, I'm going to use this again because I want some of that stamp to be on this. Make sure I kind of go with the same. I don't think I can line it up, but there we go. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted. That looks good. I'm going to get it on anything else. I'm going to add a tear. I'm just going to leave that like that. Put this like this. I'm going to add my bird. Maybe like that. Just put right there. And then I'm just going to figure out a saying. I'm going to use this when words fail, music speaks. Because, oh, that was close. We have had quite the songbirds around my house lately. So this will remind me of the songbirds. It was such a cloudy and gloomy day this morning, but now the sun is shining. It's just a beautiful day. So let me get this down. The hardest part is gluing this down because the glue just kind of gets everywhere. Let's see if I can just use this. It's hard to, it just kind of goes through and then leaves all this glue. Okay. All right, we're just going to put that right there. I'm going to add this. This isn't going to be easy to do either. Ooh, that looks cool. Oh, I like that better. Okay, we're going to let that dry. This was from the image that I cut the birds out, and this was the back. So I'm just going to use that. And I'm going to draw around these a little thinner of a pin here. Have those. And I'm going to take this thicker pen that I have and go around my image here. That's where the glue is. I'll have to let that dry before I can finish that one. And I'm impatient, so we'll see what we can. Okay. So I'm going to add my little bird, my cutie little bird. And then add my saying. And then this journal page is complete. I'm going to put him right there. It's not even on that, just right there on top of that. And make sure you put your word strips in the correct place. I don't know why I would suggest that. I've never done that before. I did a Bible journaling page. I'm still bitter. I did a Bible journaling page once and misspelled a word, and nobody told me. And then I did I did a 4th of July thing, and it was like home of the brave, land of the free, or home of the free, land of the... Anyway, I mixed it completely up, and no one let me know. So, very quick and very easy, and didn't take any time at all. And so, that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. And I will see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. And we're going to be working on some artist trading cards. And I'm just real excited about that. So have an awesome evening, everyone. Good night. Bye.